coming up from the Northeast Live studios in Guwahati. Northeast Tonight with Wasbir Hussain.
Hello and welcome to Northeast Tonight, the show that decodes the region. Just 2 weeks are left for the campaigning to end for the November 7 elections to the 40-member Mizoram Assembly. Filing of nominations have ended today and battle lines are clearly drawn. 3 major political parties, the ruling Mizo National Front and rivals Zoram People's Movement and Congress, have fielded candidates in all the 40 seats, while the BJP is contesting 23 seats. As of now, the ZPM appears to be the main challenger of the MNF, while the Congress got a heads up in its campaigning with the early arrival of its leader Rahul Gandhi on the campaign trail. The Congress has decided to take the MNF head-on, with Rahul Gandhi saying that the MNF, which is an NDA ally, is the entry point of the RSS into Mizoram. The MNF countered sharply by accusing then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi for ordering the Indian Air Force to bomb Mizoram in 1966 to quell the Mizo rebellion. That was the only time that the Indian Air Force had bombed its own people within India. On its part, the BJP, desperate to win a few seats, said the party was open to post-poll alliance with both the MNF and the ZPM. The ZPM has already declared it would have no alliance with the BJP under any circumstances. The poll battle is going to be interesting, as the Aam Aadmi Party too is testing the waters. To discuss the poll arithmetic tonight, I am joined from Jalnuam in Mamit district by MNF leader and sports minister Robert Romawia Roite. With me is Mr. Kyangte Laltluangkima, ZPM leader and member of the party's political affairs committee. Joining me also is Congress leader Henry Jodin Liana, who is the president of the All India Professional Congress Mizoram. With me as well is BJP national spokesperson and Mizoram in charge, Mr. Monlumo Kikon. And I also have with me Dr. Lalangkima, head of the Department of Political Science at ICFI University in Aizawl. ICFAI, that is ICFI University in Aizawl. Gentlemen, welcome to Northeast Tonight. This is an esteemed panel that I have. I'd first like to go to Mr. Kyangte Laltluangkima of the ZPM. He is a member of the Political Affairs Committee of the ZPM. Mr. Laltluangkima, MNF leader and Chief Minister Pu Zoramthanga today told our channel very clearly that the ZPM is going to be its main rival. How do you look at yourself? How do you look at the contest?
First of all, thank you for having me this evening, Wasbir.
Welcome.
And also, again, thank you for pronouncing my name correctly.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, our Chief Minister Zoramthanga was totally right, but not completely, because we are not his rival. They are our rival. So they are our main rival for this coming election.
Okay, when you say the MNF is your main rival, are you going to direct your attack only at the MNF? How do you look at the Congress? How do you look at the BJP?
We'll pull our punch on Congress and other parties because they are, unfortunately this time around, they are not a factor for us to consider So MNF will be the main contender for us to become a ruling party in Mizoram in the next election.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Mr. Kyangtae. I'll definitely come back to you. Give me and let me go to the other panelists. Let me go to Mr. Monlumo Kikon. I want to know who are the other panelists who have already joined me because I can't see them on the screen. Mr. Monlumo Kikon of the BJP national spokesperson, Mizoram in charge. Mr. Kikon, both the MNF and the ZPM, they both have said that the Congress and the BJP are not going to be major factors. Now, last time when you were on my show, Mr. Kikon, you said that the BJP may contest all the 40 seats. But actually, you ended up contesting only 23 seats. Were you not confident of contesting all the 40 seats?
Thank you, Wasbir, but the sound is not so clear. So I am not able to hear your question. So maybe perhaps I'll come back a little later when I can hear properly. So if you can go to the other case now, I'd like to respond, but, can you just ask your guys to fix it?
Can you hear me? Mr. Kikon, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't hear you clearly. That's the issue.
Okay, now it's
like a background noise is louder.
Okay, it's a simple question actually. Both Congress, both the MNF and ZPM, both MNF and ZPM are saying that BJP and Congress are not going to be major factors. And you are contesting only 23 seats. Why?
I mean, every party is entitled to their own opinion of how they will fare in the elections. I duly respect that. However, the fact of the matter is that no party can say that the other party is irrelevant in an election. Even a small party is effective in any election because of the fact that they will have an impact on or whether it's an impact on a small number of votes or larger. They make a critical difference in the counting of votes. It's sometimes you may have a similar percentage share, but because of one or two votes, you win or lose. So saying that Congress, BJP, or any other party has do not matter in this election is, I think, not recognizing the reality of Mizoram. I don't know about what the MNF thinks on this issue, but I feel that,
Right. I'll come back to you, Mr. Kikon. I'll come back to you. Let me fix the line. Let me go to Mr. Henry Zodin Liana. Where is he on the screen? Can we have everybody on the screen first? Okay. Now let me go to. I'll come to Henry Jodin Liana, Congress leader, in a short while. Let me go to Dr. Laleng Khima. Dr. Laleng Khima is a commentator. He's the head of the Department of Political Science at ICFAI University in Aizawl. Dr. Laleng Khima, the battle lines are clearly drawn. The MNF is saying clearly that ZPM is the main rival. Congress and BJP are not going to be factors. Now, the BJP has said that we are open to alliance with both the MNF and the ZPM. ZPM has said that, we are not going to have any alliance with the BJP. Now, Rahul Gandhi, in the midst of all this, Rahul Gandhi said that the MNF is the entry point of the RSS in Mizoram. Perhaps Rahul Gandhi said this because the MNF is still a partner of the NDA. How do you look at this entire battle line that is being taking shape in Mizoram?
Yeah, thank you. Since our last talk, my points actually stand still. The BJP party really has some good chances in 3 to 5 constituencies. And of course, the Zoram People's Movement, the newly formed ZPM party, is going to be the main rivals for the ruling MNF parties, because the Congress performed really poor in the last several elections, in the local council elections, in the municipality elections, and in some by-elections also. They barely secure third positions in all these recent elections. Therefore, the ZPM party surely is going to be the main rival for the ruling MNF party. And speaking of Rahul Gandhi his recent visit in Mizoram, some people still wonder why Rahul Gandhi, visits Mizoram even during this, Congress poor performance in Mizoram. And some people also believe that Rahul Gandhi's visit will, turn up the Congress, volume in Mizoram. But some people only love Rahul Gandhi. They are crazy about Rahul Gandhi, but not about the Congress party's performance.
Okay, Professor Lalenkima, I'll just stop you for a moment. I can see Mr. Robert Romawia Royte, MNF leader and sports minister. Mr. Royte, can you hear me? Good evening.
Hardly I can hear you because it's too low, because I don't have the equipment with me at this.
Okay, but don't worry, Mr. Royte. We can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear. Mr. Royte is joining me from Zolnuam. Zolnuam is in Mamit district. That is where he's campaigning at the moment. Mr. Royte, basically, you see, can you hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Mr. Royte, now Mr. Zoramthanga was on our channel today, the chief minister. He said that the Congress and the BJP are not going to be factors. My straight question to you, now he said that ZPM will be your main rival. Now, in this contest between the MNF and the ZPM, do you somehow think that parties like the BJP or the Congress will benefit?
Pardon, please, once more, please.
Yeah. Now, Pu Zoramthanga said that ZPM will be the main rival of the MNF. And we have with us Mr. Kyangte Laltluangkima, senior leader of the ZPM. He also said that MNF will be their main rival. Now, my question is, in this battle between the MNF and the ZPM, do you think that parties like the Congress or the BJP may benefit?
I don't think so. It depends on the constituencies also. For many of the constituencies, ZPM will not be the main rival for MNF. And I can tell you about 12 to 13 constituencies where ZPM has no big presence. But in general, my boss may be correct saying that ZPM is the main rival in general. But in many of the constituencies, especially in southern and western Mizoram, ZPM has no, big presence.
Okay. Now.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Now, basically, you are saying that in 12 to 13 seats, ZPM has no base. I'll go to Mr. Kyangte for his comments. I'll ask him to respond. But Mr. Royte, are you taking the Congress and the BJP seriously or not?
It depends on the constituencies. As for the constituency, as for Mamit district, as for my Mamit constituencies, like Dampa constituency, Taurang constituency, West Tuipui constituency, Tuichong constituency, Zone 1 constituency, Congress could be the factor, much more than the ZPM.
Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Mr. Royte, and I'll also come to Mr. Henry Jodin Liana of the Congress. But quickly, let me go to Mr. Kyangte Laltuangkima. Mr. Kyangte Laltuangkima, you may have heard Mr. Royte saying that, yes, that will be the main rival, but in 12 to 13 seats, the ZPM may not be so strong. But that is not the question to you. My question to you is, in this battle between the ZPM and the MNF, do you think parties like the Congress or the BJP may benefit?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The more the merrier. Their presence will in fact give us more leverage and then will be more beneficial because their main voters are the same people. So our people have made up their mind. No matter how many people come in the fray, it doesn't matter much for us. So the more the merrier. Our voters will will be loyal to us, whatever the outcome is. So I don't think it is a problem for us.
Okay,
It is benefiting for us.
More the merrier. More the merrier. I'll go to Mr. Kikon also for his comments, but let me quickly go to Mr. Henry Zodin Liana. Mr. Henry Zodin Liana is a Congress leader. He is the Mizoram All India Professional Congress President. Mr. Zodin Liana, welcome. Can you hear me, first of all? Mr. Jodin Liana, can you hear me? Can you please put on your audio? Can you please put on your audio on your machine, on your gadget? Put on your audio. Huh?
My audio is on.
Yeah. Okay. I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mr. Jodin Liana of the Congress. Now, today, Mizoram Chief Minister and top MNF leader Pu Zoramthanga said that Congress and BJP are not going to be factors. He said that the main rival of the MNF will be ZPM. But your party is also contesting 40 seats. So how do you respond?
Well, I think making a statement like that is absolutely, foolish, because we all know that the Congress party is one of the biggest party in India, and being a part of that, the Mizoram Congress here has a big role to play, not only in this particular election, but have been playing so many important roles for the development of Mizoram. And so they can't negate the factor about the importance of the Indian National Congress in this particular election. And these are just, narrative, false narrative made by, our esteemed Chief Minister to deflect, the actual power of the Congress party in Mizoram.
Okay. So where is this confidence coming from, Mr. Zodin Liana? You seem to be confident. Where is this confidence coming from?
Of course, this confidence is coming from the fact that, one thing for sure, we know that Congress party is the oldest party in political party in Mizoram. And I feel that, the ZPM and the narrative that they're trying to play along with the MNF, they're like two little children, like having two lollipops and trying to play with the big guns, So, we shall see.
Yeah, but you see, Mr. Kikon, Mr. Monlumo Kikon of the BJP, your leader from Mizoram said 2 days ago that the BJP is open for alliance with both the MNF as well as the ZPM. We know that MNF is a part of the NDA, like the BJP is also a part of the NDA. Now the question is, ZPM has already said that they will not form any alliance with you. Now Now, what are your options? Do you think the MNF is your solid ally? Do you think the MNF can be, although you are fighting each other, are you fighting a friendly contest or are you fighting a serious contest? No. Your audio. Monnumo, your audio. Mr. Kikon, your audio.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Carry on. Yes.
Yeah. So before I answer that, let me just respond by saying that let us not put the cart before the horse. Number one, any alliance, although we have the alliance with MNF even now as part of NEDA and NDA, any post-poll situation will happen only after the election results are declared. So I would like to say that let us wait for the elections to be over and let us decide what is to be done. But I find it interesting to note that Honorable Chief Minister Zoramthanga has said that their main fight is with ZPM, whereas I think 2 days ago he said that they are going to form the government with a comfortable majority. And I've been seeing the signs of time because in many constituencies we have seen and analyzed that confidence is not seen on the ground. So
okay.
I think we should not be far removed from the reality. And I was looking at, for instance, in Aizawl town, I was looking at his own private residence in a colony called Ramlun. It was very interesting to note that the road to his private residence was being blacktopped recently, perhaps in preparation for maybe shifting of residential, due to election, or maybe for some future, that they, think about. But I feel that the signs of times are not good. So maybe completely changing your statement every other day is also something we are
right. Let me. I'm coming to Mr. Kyangte. I'm coming to Mr. Laltluangkima. But let me quickly go to Mr. Royte once again. Mr. Romawia Royte. Mr. Royte, you see, what are your options? Okay, I know that the MNF is confident. You also exuded confidence today as well as last time when you were on my show. But suppose, it's a hypothetical question. Suppose you fall short. Will you say that BJP is your natural ally, therefore you will first go to the BJP? Or do you think you can also work together with the ZPM, because the ZPM also is a regional political party?
We are hoping that we will be able to form government of our own. And let us hope that that situation may not arise. And if it happens surprisingly, the appropriate authority of MNF party will decide.
Right. Everybody, all the esteemed panelists are absolutely trying to be politically correct and very diplomatic tonight, starting with Mr. Kikon and now Mr. Royte. Authorities will take the decision. Of course you are right. I agree with you.
Mr. Wasbir,
yeah.
I'm very sorry that I cannot hear my co-panelist because of absence of earphone. You see, I am in the rural area in my constituency. I can hear you only, and I cannot hear the voice of other panelists.
Right.
It's very difficult to.
Yes, but fortunately,
appropriately also.
Yeah, but fortunately, Mr. Royte, we can hear you. We can hear you clearly. We can hear you clearly. I'm coming to you once again. Let me quickly go to Mr. Kyangte. Mr. Kyangte Laltluangkima is the leader of the ZPM and a member of the Political Affairs Committee. Mr. Laltluangkima, what are the options before the ZPM? Now, your leader, you have clearly stated that there is no question of any alliance with the BJP, although the BJP said that they are ready for an alliance with you if necessary. Now, who are your potential partners if needed?
We have never thought about those potential partners or any sort. Well, we just hope and believe that we are going to make a government of our own. Our people are ready, our people are excited, so they are going to give us enough seats to form the government by ourselves. We have never thought about any post-poll alliance or anything. I don't think we need it, because our people are ready, they're excited. People want a political party to be in power, non-Congress or non-MNF. So these two parties have been ruling us for the last 37 years. They had enough. Our people had enough. So it's time for them to go. Let the new party comes in and take control of the government, so that our people will enter into a new era, that our people needs a new leader, dynamic, and someone who can enforce the law. So we have never given any thought about forming any alliance with anybody. We know that we are going to be on our own, before and after the election.
Absolutely. The ZPM leader, they are saying that people have tested the governance from the two political parties, that's the Congress and the MNF, and now they are saying that the people should give them a chance, a new government should. I will go for a very, very short break. Don't go away. When I come back, I'll go to Professor Lalenkima and Mr. Henry Jodin Liana, apart from my other esteemed panelists. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I will go to Congress leader Henry Jodin Liana, but before that, very quickly to Dr. Lalenkima. Dr. Lalenkima, you heard before going to the break, you heard Mr. Laltluankima of the ZPM saying that they exuded confidence that they may not need any alliance partner because they are confident of a good performance of their own. Same is the case with Mr. Royte of the MNF, who said that MNF may not need any alliance partner because they are going to win. Now my question is, and Mr. Kyangte said that both the Congress and the MNF had already governed Mizoram. Now a new party needs to govern. But interestingly, even the Aam Aadmi Party is testing the waters in Mizoram this time. Whether they win, they lose, that's a different matter. But Aam Aadmi Party is also testing the waters. How do you look at all this? Put on your audio. Dr. Lalenkima, put on your audio. Okay. Let me go to Mr. Jodin Liana because I'm not getting the line with Dr. Lalenkima. Mr. Jodin Liana, yes, before going to the break, you wanted to make a comment, but the question is, the MNF, when your leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, accused that parties like the MNF are the entry point for groups like the RSS into Mizoram. I think Rahul Gandhi made the statement because the MNF is an ally of the NDA. Now, MNF is accusing, MNF is blaming that it was under your leader Indira Gandhi's rule that the government of India, the Indian Air Force bombed their own people, bombed the Mizos, and that the Congress needs to apologize, although it is too late.
See, as far as I know, these are mere excuses made by the MNF party as well as the BJP from the center to make such kind of accusations. Different times, different place, different dates. Now we live in a different world, and these are just mere excuses made by the MNF party to gain the public sentiments. And I don't think these things apply right now. I think we have to focus on what we have now. And we have to focus on what the people need and what, the ZPM also, they are so, they're so confident about this particular election. And yet, it's their first time actually, as a ZPM party, as a different entity, play
Mr.
politics.
Yeah, may I just interrupt you for a minute, Mr. Jodin Liana? Let me ask you, but you cannot wipe out history, isn't it? It's a fact that under Indira Gandhi's rule, under Congress rule, the Indian Air Force, for the first time in the history of the country, has bombed its own people. And that state happened to be Mizoram, and the victims happened to be the Mizo people. How can you forget about it?
No, there were never clear-cut indications or any factual, literature that connotes to the fact that there was the bombing actually, came from which side. Never.
Right. Now, Dr. Lalenkima, we have 3 political parties are contesting 40 seats. BJP is also contesting quite a large number of seats, 23. And the Aam Aadmi Party is also testing the waters. How do you look at parties like the Aam Aadmi Party testing the waters? Are they going to get a chunk of votes? Why are they contesting? What is the message that parties like the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to give?
Yeah, can you hear me, Wasbir?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So the Aam Aadmi Party for the first time is contesting the election, but I still think that some of the candidates of the Aam Aadmi Party is going to forfeit their security deposit. So regarding your former questions, and I would say that there is one thing we should all know that is that there is an anti-MNF, anti-Congress feeling right now in all over Mizoram. So that is the reason why the Congress party or the MNF party is not, according to my observation, is not going to make a simple majority for governing the state.
So what are the possible alliances? Do you see a MNF-BJP alliance if necessary? Do you see the possibility?
Yeah, if necessary, the BJP and the MNF party may form a government, a coalition government, and the Congress party and the ZPM party may also form a government if necessary.
Okay.
This is the
let me take this question to Mr. Henry Jodin Liana. I'm coming to you, Mr. Kyangte Laltwangkima. Mr. Jodin Liana, you are contesting 40 seats. Your leader Rahul Gandhi was quite early in Mizoram, giving some kind of a momentum to the Congress campaign. You yourself have expressed confidence. Now suppose, because these are pre-election debates, and gentlemen, you all know that we are talking on possibilities. We are debating on possibilities. At the end of the day, voters are the king. Voters will decide. We all know that. Now the point is, suppose, I'm coming to you, Mr. Kikon as well. Now, Mr. Jodin Liana, suppose it is necessary, who are your potential partners? I'll take the reaction from Mr. Laltwangkima, but are you looking at ZPM? Because you cannot align with the BJP. You cannot align with a NDA partner like the MNF. So the only possible party in the fray, only party left is the ZPM. Whether they are willing or not is a different matter. But what about you? Will you be willing to have an alliance with the ZPM? No, your audio is off. Your audio is off. Please put on your audio.
Okay, sorry. Yes. To have an alliance with the ZPM is like having an alliance with the Roman Republic. They have these
Sorry,
structures.
Come again.
Hello. Yeah. To have an alliance with the ZPM is like having an alliance with the Roman Republic. They have a structure that does not apply in a democratic entity. So quite, there is, I don't think, and secondly, we don't need to have any alliance because we're going to win this election.
Okay,
we have a very powerful leader in Pulal Sota, and we have very dynamic, players within the party. And,
have you just
think about having an alliance with any party?
Have you
within Mizoram is
Mr. Jodin Liana? Have you just called the ZPM an undemocratic party?
Well, they have this structure called the Val Upa Council. If you study the structure, it's nothing to do with something that you call democracy, or democratic.
Okay. And I have to take a reaction. I have to go to Mr. Laltluang Khema for his comments on this. Mr. Laltluang Khema, you've heard the Congress leader, Jodin Liana, is describing your party as not a democratic party, as an undemocratic party because of your party's structure. Now, what do you have to say? Why is he calling your party undemocratic?
His remark was very funny. Maybe he doesn't know what we are really doing inside our party, because we are the most democratic party in Mizoram, because we have collective leadership. Our structure is so democratic that people are complaining about it because we don't have a single leaders that can govern the whole thing. Like we have collective leaders, and in our structure, it's a one-man, one-party policy is adopted. Therefore, to accuse us of not democratic is very funny. He will need to read a little bit more about us.
Right.
And
now, carry on. Yes, carry on, please.
Okay, so we adopt one man, one post policy, and a party president cannot be a chief minister at the same time, and vice versa. No one should hold the term more than two terms. So calling us anti-democratic is so baseless. We are the most democratic party in Mizoram. That is what we believe in. And in this even coming election, we would not need any other alliances with any other parties, because we can stand on our own, and we hope the people are going to give us their votes. If we go back to Mizoram history and political history, whenever there is election, if the people like the party, they give total number, maximum party who can form the government, be it Congress, be it MNF.
Right. I will go to
so
Mr.
This time around, we believe that this is our time, and that the people are going to give us their votes enough to form the government. We would not need any alliance with anybody. That's our hope. And then we're fighting for that. And every day people are registered in our party in thousands. So this is amazing.
Now, Mr. Jodin Liana, you have BJP on the one side with whom you cannot ally. You have the MNF, which is a partner in the NDA, which is the leading partner of the NDA is the BJP. I'm coming to you, Mr. Kikon. Mr. Jodin Liana, you cannot align with the ZPM. You said that ZPM is non-democratic. There is no question of an alliance. So you are a solitary player. You are a solitary player in Mizoram.
Well, because we know that we're going to win. We're going to win because of one thing. We have a leader that surpasses all the leaders within among all the parties in Mizoram.
So you don't have a plan B. You don't have a plan B.
We know that the people have had enough with the current government.
And
Henry, the ZPM with their narrative to play.
You don't have a plan B. You don't have a plan B.
There's no question about plan B. Because we are very sure and confident that the people will come back to us. because the people needs Congress.
Right. Now, Mr. Kikon, I'm coming to Mr. Reuter. I hope he is hearing me. Mr. Kikon, today, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, the BJP in charge for Mizoram, he had a detailed interview on our channel. Mr. Kiren Rijiju said that, the BJP and the MNF, they have a good working relation. BJP and the MNF has a good working relation, but you have decided to fight each other. Now, for the clarity, because people are a little bit confused. Now, are you calling it a friendly fight, or are you calling it a serious fight? Because you have suddenly decided to put candidates only in 23 seats. And you have that too, you have come up with your list in 3 installments.
Wasbir, before I respond to that, just quickly 2 points. Number one, post-election, December first week, we are going to see a non-Congress government in Mizoram again. That is 100% sure. Number two, if you look at the response of the people, the Mizo People's Forum has issued a statement that there should be no rally on the streets. And when Rahul Gandhi came as a political tourist to Mizoram, the first thing he did was defy the people's wishes. So when you defy the people's wishes, how can you expect the people to respect you as a party or your party? So that's 2 things very clear. Number 3, what Kiren Rijiju said is something we have said in the past. MNF is part of NDA. They are part of NEDA, where BJP is the major component, as our respected Pu Rohite has said in the last debate as well here on your show. Now, this is very clear. So, but we are contesting in most of the seats against each other. Post-election, we never know what is going to happen, but that is up to the results to decide for all of us. We can say whatever we want to say now, but election results are going to decide the post-poll scenario. So, with regard that, I would say that, people have asked me also, why the BJP has not filtered any candidate against the Chief Minister of Mizoram, who is from the MNF party. But why is the BJP fielding a candidate against the ZPM leader Pu Dhova in searching? So these are issues that people keep asking. But here, I want to make it very clear that there are seats we have identified that we will fight, and we are fighting. So just the first or second phase doesn't matter. It's just about how we time our declaration of candidates. This is just an internal matter. It has no political meaning.
Right. Right. Now, let me go to Mr. Reuter. Mr. Reuter, you seem to be very comfortably placed. The MNF seems to be very comfortably placed. You are confident that you will win the elections. You will not require any alliance partner. But if you need a few seats, you have the BJP. So why don't you clarify that to the people? Because are you hiding the fact that you are sitting pretty because you have 23 BJP candidates in the fray? They might win a couple of seats, so they will ultimately come to you.
Mr. Wasbir, this evening I'm really sorry that I cannot hear my colleague panelists.
Yes.
And without hearing them, it's very difficult to comment also.
Yes, I understand.
But let me tell you very clearly that there is indication for every constituency that MNF will form a very comfortable absolute majority government, and by our minute the MNF and is increasing, and we need not think of the partners at this juncture.
Right. So you are saying, Mr. Reuter, that there is no anti-incumbency as the Congress and other parties are saying. Congress and the ZPM are talking about anti-incumbency, lack of development. These are the main charges. The Congress leader are saying that the governance was not up to the mark. There has been no development. but ZPM is also accusing you of that. So that means you are saying that there will be no anti-incumbency, all the people are with you. I think I've lost that line with Mr. Royte. Let me go once again to Mr. Kyangte Laltuangkima. Mr. Laltuangkima, what are the issues you seem to be targeting? You seem to be targeting the farmers, the 60% of the Mizoram's population who are dependent on agriculture as their livelihood. Are you specifically targeting voters from the farming community this time? Are you trying to connect with the absolute grassroots level people? Are you doing that actually this time?
Yes, that's exactly true. However, also we are targeting the whole people of Mizoram because the whole people of Mizoram needs reforms in every level, in every corners. There are so many things that we need to do. We have a big debt that we need to recover also. Our future is so bleak. Sometimes we cannot even promise factually anything to our people because we don't know what is going to happen. It's obscure from this point. Once we get inside the government, maybe it will become clearer. However, right now it's very difficult to promise a whole lot of things to our people. However, However, we would like to help the lower section of the people, like farmers who have been working, who have been toiling every day. Every day they are working so hard.
Right, Mr. Kyangte, what about the Greater Mizoram issue? Because the Greater Mizoram issue, the Zoe reunification issue, because the MNF has said in no uncertain terms that the MNF will go all out for Greater Mizoram and Zoe reunification. What is the stand of the ZPM on this?
Our stand is that all the contiguous Mizo inhabited areas should be in one under administration. That is our future and our permanent demands always. So the contiguous Mizo inhabited areas should become under one administration.
Now,
sooner or later.
If necessary, I'm not talking about the elections. I'm not talking about the coming elections. Now, my question is, if needed, will the ZPM be willing to work with the MNF to achieve this dream, to achieve this demand, achieve this objective?
We can work with anybody. We can work with anybody, every party. All the parties should work together also in doing this. To achieve these things, actually, we have to work together.
That's a very big statement. That's a very big statement coming from the ZPM leader, that the ZPM is willing to work not just with the MNF, but with all political parties to achieve the dream, achieve the objective of Zoe reunification, uniting all the contiguous Zoe inhabited areas under one administrative umbrella. Can I ask this same question to Mr. Henry Zodin Liana of the Congress? Henry, what will be your party's stand on this?
Well, you know, we always welcome anyone who wishes to come together, all right? Everyone who wishes to come together, and rightly, we are doing so right now also, you know, like considering the influx of many refugees as well as many displaced populations from our neighboring states, and which has direct or indirect affinity with the, major Mizo ethnic group. However, I'm quite skeptical about the, about the commitment of other parties because, again, I have to say that, they create narratives that would kind of, deflect the attention, the real attention of the people. So for us, working together, that's always what the Congress Party is all about. That's what, unity, democracy, secularism. So that's a big part of the Congress party. And then we don't argue with the fact that, bringing people together, especially the Mizos together, is something, good.
Mr. Kikon, what is the BJP thinking on this as far as the Greater Mizoram issue, the reunification of the Zos, the Mizo groups living in contiguous areas?
The history of this country is full of people with different kinds of aspiration. How the Constitution of India, how the government of India addresses those also is subject to a lot of processes, including debates in the parliament and various local forums. So as far as having aspirations concerned, we have already expressed and in fact talked about this in the past also. So there is no new opinion on this.
Okay. I'm running short of time. Purroite, MNF has taken the lead. They've started, including the Chief Minister Zoramthanga, very clear, categorically said that MNF is behind the Greater Mizoram idea, which started from day one, from the day the MNF was formed. Has things changed after the conflict in Manipur? Okay, Mr. Roite is not there. Yes, Mr. Roite,
yes.
My final question to you, what is MNF's stand? MNF has been saying from beginning that they are in favor of the Greater Mizoram. But my question is, do you think things have changed a lot after the Manipur conflict, Manipur violence? Do you think the matter has become more urgent?
Was there? Let me tell you very clearly that MNF, since its birth in the year 1961, the unification of all the inhabited areas was the #1 agenda and the #1 objective of the MNF since 1961. And it remains the same. And if you go back to the manifesto of MNF Party for election 2018, it was mentioned very clearly that integration and unification of the people is the #1 agenda of the party.
Okay, no, but is it just an election promise, or do you think it is practical? Do you think in reality is it going to be that easy?
It might not be easy, but changes of the boundaries of the Indian states happen very often, and it could be materialized.
Absolutely.
But it may not be easy.
Okay, my final comment to you, I'm running totally short of time, absolutely time up. Dr. Lalenkima, how do you see this contest finally, very briefly? How do you see the contest?
Yeah, it's very difficult to actually predict the coming election. But if I'm going to the result, if any party is going to make a simple majority or form a government, I think the ZPM party has the best chance. And
we don't know that. We don't know that because only the voters know. Only that we have to wait till the 3rd of December. But the big story is that we may not be able to predict as to who is going to win. But there is no doubt, viewers, that this election in Mizoram is going to be interesting because 3 of the political parties are contesting all the 40 seats, that is the MNF, the Congress and the ZPM, and the BJP has also put up a sizable number of candidates contesting in more than half of the seats, that is 23 seats. The Aam Aadmi Party is also testing the waters. They've also joined the fray. And of course, there will be independents. And the BJP, how can you say that the BJP is taking the election slightly? Because they had just announced today a 40-member strong star campaigners led by none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. Kiren Rijiju, the dynamic minister from the Northeast, is already camping in Aizawl. And of course, the Rahul Gandhi had already come and gone. And as far as the MNF is concerned, yesterday MNF leaders were telling me that every constituency is requesting a visit by their top leader, Mr. Zoramthanga, the chief minister. And Mr. Laldu Homa is also having a hard time meeting the demands from his supporters across the state to come and visit their constituencies. So on the whole, this is promising to be a very keen contest. I thank all my panelists for participating in the discussion and the viewers for watching the show. Good night and goodbye.